Well, hello, my paranormal peeps, and welcome back to another Deep Woods Paranormal podcast. My name is Matt Harvey. I am the founder and lead investigator with Deep Woods Paranormal. My wife and I, along with others, investigate everything paranormal in nature. Every week, we will discuss everything from creepy haunted locations to ghosts to Bigfoot, UFOs, Dogman, and other cryptid creatures, and explore all things paranormal in nature. Well, hello, my paranormal peeps, and welcome back to another Deep Woods Paranormal podcast. This is a kind of a special podcast where I'm going to be talking about the reason we went dark and what's going on, and what all happened to lead up to what made us go dark back probably in November or early December. So let me start at the beginning. We investigate an old jail out in Huntsville. We've been going out there for probably almost 2 years now, and we really love it. And we always have some good experiences there. Back in beginning of November, we did an investigation there, and things got interesting. Um, so there was multiple things that happened across multiple places, and I'll go through all this and explain this in a second. So we were at the jail, and I was basically upstairs. There was about 8 of us or something like that. My wife and a few of our friends were with us, and they had K2 meters. I had the ghost box, and all of a sudden I hear the word portal clearly come out of the ghost box. And I'm like, what? And then Amanda, who was about 10 or 15 feet away from me, back where you walk into where the jail cells are, says, "Oh my gosh, all of our K2s are fully lit up." And this is a K2 meter, okay? If you're watching, you can see this. See how it lights up like that all the way across? This is probably being caused by all the electronics that are around me. But this thing was lit up all the way across. And they stayed lit up. They didn't stop lighting up all the way across. 10 of them. 10 of them, I think there was 10 of them. All standing in the doorway. And then I hear demon. And then I hear angel. And then the atmosphere just completely changed. And it was like, what just happened? This feeling of, oh my gosh. And I'm not going to use the other word. What the hell just happened? We were having fun. We were communicating with spirits. They were talking through the ghost box. And then everything went quiet. And it was like, okay, what just happened? And so I continued to walk around. I started seeing shadow people. And that's common for the jail. Shadow people are normal at that jail. Um, but these were not normal shadow people. They had an intent to them to possibly harm or whatever, but they weren't after us. They weren't even paying attention to us. They were going into an area of the jail where the pipes run in the middle, and it was like they were trying to grab as many human spirits as they can, and they were going into this middle spot, and then you start hearing screaming through the spirit box of the ghosts, "Help us, help us, oh my God, help us." And I walked around there. I'm like, what the? Oh, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I said, stop. This needs to stop. You guys got to stop. And not to use religious terms here. I know that we have people that don't believe in religion or are different religions or whatever. So just please bear with me for a second. Um, I said, in the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to stop. And it didn't stop. It just kept going. And I finally shut down the investigation. I'm like, this needs to stop. And I chased whatever that was around for a little bit, and then it did stop. It got quiet, and we started communicating with the spirits again, and they told us that demons were hunting them. I'm like, what? Human spirits being hunted by demons? So, what I didn't tell you was that when right before it said portal, there was this blinding white light that happened right where the girls were standing with the K2s, my wife and her friends. And essentially, I'm pretty sure a portal opened up. Now, I know everyone, and my skeptics are rolling their eyes, going, "Okay, you're nuts, whatever." Um, but you had to be there to see it. I mean, it's like I always say, you have to experience it for yourself before I expect you to believe it. I've never seen a portal before that I know of, and to see this happen was strange. Now, we wrapped up the investigation. On my way home, I get calls from multiple people. This happened about 11:30ish on a Friday night. I have the date and everything on my phone. Four other people called me. Four other people texted me or called me. Hey, Matt, you won't believe what I just experienced. They all experienced the same thing. One of my friends lives out in the woods in East Texas. He was out there. I don't know what he was doing in the middle of the night. He likes Bigfoot. Has possible Bigfoots that come through his property, and he was terrified. He's like, I don't know what I just saw, but next to this tree, this white light appeared, and multiple things came out of this white light. And he said it wasn't a Bigfoot, it wasn't a dog man. He said it looked like they were like human-like figures, and some of them white, some were black. And I'm like, like white silhouettes, and some of them were black silhouettes. And he was terrified. He ran back in the house. You could see it from his house. You could see the light. And it lasted about 30 seconds and it stopped. And same exact time that we had that experience. So then essentially, I got contacted by two or three other people in different parts of the country that experienced something similar. And then I started reading reports the next day on Facebook, because I'm in multiple paranormal groups, and a lot of people are asking, what the heck was that? What did I just experience? All on the same date, all the same time. Portals opened up all over the place. Angels and possible demons pouring through these portals. I'm getting the chills as I talk about this. Look at my hair. That's insane. Something's standing right to my right. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk about this. Anyways, so that happened. And then I went to Fort Worth to meet with somebody who said they had a lead on the Fort Worth monster, and they had um, alien things happening, and they'd seen UFOs and all this other stuff. So I went out to the area that he took me to, and we're walking around and found a print. I'm like, holy crap, that's a Bigfoot print right there in the mud. And as he kind of got ahead of me, I was walking through an area, and something literally unseen grabs me. I heard something walk up behind me, and then it literally grabbed my backpack and pulled me almost straight down. And it messed up my ankle when it did that. It pulled me down, and my foot was planted, and it literally screwed up my stupid ankle. And not terribly. I don't think it was trying to hurt me, but it pulled me down, like it was like stopping me from going forward. And so I kind of started to follow him again. I'm limping, and I don't think he knew that. And he gets quite a ways ahead of me. And then he goes, oh crap, we got to go back. It's getting dark. And I'm used to run around in the dark. I don't care. And it was really cold that night. And I don't think we were prepared to be out in that kind of stuff. It was a real last minute, hey, I'll come up there and check it out with you type thing. Unfortunately, I didn't have all the right gear. A lot of camera gear and not much hiking gear or anything like that. I should have had more equipment. Anyways, so he's walking back. He gets way ahead of me again, towards where we're going. And as I'm getting about halfway back, again, the same damn thing grabs my backpack. And this time I reached out and I grabbed two really thick trees with about 3 or 4 inch diameters, and I'm standing there holding on to them. And it pulled me off kind of to the left. And so I let go with my right hand and grabbed a hold of the tree on the left, and I'm holding on for dear life. And this thing literally just rips me straight down, just kept pulling me down to the left. And my foot just, I don't know what happened. I couldn't get my foot to move so I could just go down. And the tree snapped. And I basically felt my ankle pop. But literally in slow motion, it pulled me down to the point where my foot was like this. My foot was flat, and it just literally went like this. So I basically really screwed up my ankle. But literally it just pulled me down. It snapped the tree. And as I was going down, I hear this, it made a lot of pop. It treated like a tree knock almost. It was crazy. It was like it just snapped, crunch. And as that happened, right after that, there was three tree knocks, just snack, bang, 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 right? And then there was this distant call, Bigfoot call, and I'm like, oh crap, okay. So whatever this was, I don't know if it was trying to get me not to go around the corner. Maybe there was danger. I don't know if it was a guardian or if it was something unseen. I mean, I've always been told that when you go into the forest, if you really knew what was out there, you wouldn't go into it. I've been told about these cloaked entities that are out there. They're not Bigfoots. I know people say that Bigfoot's cloaked, but those aren't Bigfoots. I've been told by military personnel that they're not Bigfoots. There's something else out there. Um, Supposedly, if you have full spectrum cameras, you can see them. They're like a predator like type thing. Um, I could hear this thing walk up on me, and as I kind of turned my head, that's when it grabbed me and just pulled me, yanked me down again. So I got back up and I hobbled back to the boat, and I've kind of been sore since then, hobbling around on a bad ankle. I'm getting better now, but yeah, that was kind of like a okay, what the hell kind of moment. And so essentially, that kind of made me doubt if I should be out investigating at this point in time because it wasn't safe for me to be walking around with a bad ankle. We had planned on doing a whole bunch of Bigfoot stuff in December, and all that kind of got canned. So that's part of the reason we went dark. The other part is I've noticed electronics around me acting funny. I do wear hearing aids. Recently, one turns off and then turns back on. The other one turns off, turns back on. You have to manually do that or plug them into the charger for them to turn off. They're just turning off like somebody's holding the button without holding the button. And it's like when my hearing aids turn on, they go bing, bing, bing for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds to let me know that they're turning on. I've had that happen multiple times, one ear or the other, or both ears, one after another. It's like something's trying to tell me something, but I can't understand it. I've also been hearing quite a bit of full disembodied voices lately. I heard the word help the other day from a female, and I don't know where it came from, but she was in the house somewhere, and she asked for help, and I said, okay, how can I help you? And I never heard anything else, unfortunately. Um, but my laptop, as soon as I got back from Fort Worth, tried to start downloading the stuff. Thank God I didn't have my external hard drive plugged in. I don't have anything on my computers ever. I don't keep anything on my computers anymore. I learned that back the last time my computer got fried after I posted the UFO video to Facebook and YouTube, and somebody didn't like it. And my computer melted down. So now my computer, my laptop, this is Amanda's computer, by the way. Essentially, it's the weirdest thing. I've had several people look at it that build computers and stuff. You plug it in, it takes a charge. The battery fully charges, but you go to turn it turns on, then turns off, and turns on, then turns off. The first time it happened, I was sitting here recording a video just like this, or a podcast just like this, audio and video, and it in the middle of the podcast, it turned off. It just shut off, completely went black. I'm like, what the hell? So I got a new cord for it, which is what somebody recommended. Okay, that worked. And I plugged it in. No, that has power. I've had that checked. New battery in the laptop, brand new. It works. It takes a fully charged. It takes a full charge. Not the problem. And I've had other people look at it and go, they just don't know what's going on. The strange thing is, as soon as once I finally got it on for about 30 seconds, turned off the Wi-Fi, and guess what? It worked just fine for like 2 or 3 hours. And stupidly, I turned the Wi-Fi back on, and then it just went black. Just boop, gone. As soon as I hit the Wi-Fi button, down. And nobody can tell me what the hell. I mean, I don't know if somebody hacked the computer or what, but there's nothing on it. So there's nothing really important on it. Like I said, I don't keep anything on my computers anymore. But, all the evidence and everything, because I lost like 10 plus years worth of audio, video, and stuff like that. I had some really cool stuff on there. Anyways, so I've learned from past experiences you don't keep anything on a computer ever. Um, so yeah, my computer got attacked, and then I've just had several strange things happen here at the house. Ghost wise, is it's normal. I mean, what do you expect? I have a room full of haunted dolls and other things out of attachments, but they mind. They do. They're good. They don't come out of this room usually. They don't really mess around with things. Um, I was recording this earlier, and there was a shadow person standing actually over, sorry, this way, right about there, right where the second shelf was, is like a little kid's shadow. I don't know, maybe somebody wanted attention. But anyways, the more I do this, the more I feel like I'm in part of like in the X Files. If you've seen the logo, I put the X Files logo on there. Um, now I've seen some of the strange things. Our house basically behind us, behind our fence, we're on a quarter of an acre, and then you have an overflow area for water, and then which floods in heavy rains, and then there's the forest. So we don't have a big forest in our backyard, but it's got to be hundreds of acres back there. Um, and we have all kinds of wildlife back here. We have deer, we have hogs, raccoons, possums, squirrels. We have everything. So out here in Texas, armadillos, we have all that stuff back in that forest. It's pretty thick, pretty dense. I talked to a neighbor who had gone out there and done some hiking. He said he just did not feel comfortable. This guy's an ex, like he's like a Rambo guy. Didn't feel comfortable out in the woods. And I was just getting my dogs in around 2 o'clock in the morning the other night, and I saw a pair of amber eyes looking back at me. We are in Dogman territory. Um, Over by Lake Bryan in that area, there's been Dogman seen all the way up into the area where I work and Hearn and stuff like that. So, and then we're real close to the Brazos River too, and the Little Brazos too. So, and which I think that I don't know if Dogman uses it as a highway, but I'm pretty sure Bigfoots may use it as a highway. And then it's basically a good place to find deer and stuff like that. There are reports over in Hearn of Bigfoot sightings and Dogman sightings. So now I'm wondering if they've migrated this way a little bit because we do have hogs and stuff like that. So just wondering what's going on. Wonder if we've got a Dogman that's moved into our forest behind us. Sorry if you can hear that with the dogs barking. Anyways, so yeah, things have been really strange. It keeps getting stranger and stranger. Strange lights in the house. There's lights where there's no lights, and that has nothing to do with anything in here. I don't know what's going on. There seems to be a new entity that's come into the house that seems to want help. Pink. Sorry about that, guys, but she won't be quiet unless I tell her to be quiet. So, anyways, it seems like whatever's going on is is just escalating to the point where I've never seen it before. I've never seen this kind of stuff happen before. I've never seen demons hunting human spirits. I've never seen a dog man, unfortunately. I don't know if that was a Bigfoot out there, but there might have been multiples. I saw two sets. One basically was holding a branch down about my shoulder height and basically like looking around the corner at me. I do have a statue of a Bigfoot in my backyard. So maybe they were looking at that. Maybe they were watching the dogs. Maybe they were watching me. I don't know. But I think as soon as it saw that I was watching it, it let go of the branch and walked back into the forest. And I've seen that over there a couple times in different areas around that back area. So I do have cameras up there now. Um, I'm probably going to be taking some of the night vision technology and shh, and essentially trying to maybe capture that. I've been watching. Um, we do have, like I said, we do have cameras facing the forest and around the gate area to see whatever's going on. I woke up one morning to around 4 o'clock in the morning. The dog was growling and looking out at the window, out facing the forest, and there was amber eyes, literally amber eyes. Where my eyes are, maybe about 2 inches, 3 inches. Um, it was a big head, whatever it was, but it was down low. So whatever it was just watching. All right, guys, sorry about that. I don't know what just happened. Talk about being shut down. The monitor just turned off for no reason. Um, so I don't know what caused that glitch. I found the plug unplugged, which is weird because it's way over there. It's not even anywhere close to me. Something just unplugged the monitor. Talk about paranormal stuff going on. Something's trying to stop me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm getting close to something. Like I said, I feel like I'm in the X-Files. Um, I must be getting close to something. But again, I apologize for the lack of videos and podcasts and stuff like that. We've been just working on other things for a little bit because it's just been, honestly, in my opinion, dangerous to continue on. And so that's what's been going on. But there's just been so many crazy things going on. Physical attacks. Um, I've been scratched. I've been pushed. I've been punched in the last 3 months a couple times. Um, Things moving on their own, which is normal for me. Things move all the time, but that's definitely more than normal. Let's put it that way. Hearing things, seeing things, a lot of stuff's just going crazy right now. I don't know what's going on with the Bigfoot world, or the Dogman world or whatever, but I've definitely been monitoring what's going on with the ghost hunting, and it's been absolutely insane. And so I think we're going to kind of take a break from ghost hunting. Um, like I said, in the comments below, are you experiencing the same things? I mean, if you're a paranormal investigator, if you're not a paranormal investigator, have you started seeing things that you've never seen before? Have you felt like the paranormal activity has gone through the roof and just continuing to go up? Because it seems like it's continuing to escalate. Normally, the paranormal activity will go up and spike and come down, come up and spike and go down. It's been happening like that my whole life, basically. But this has been strange. The last 6 months, I've seen things, heard things, seen things, felt things, had things happen to me that shouldn't be happening, like especially with electronics, um, which has happened. I mean, I've had things turn off and on their own. My car turn off and on in the middle of driving it multiple times. My hearing aids turn off, turn on. My phone turn off, turn on. Um, it's just been really, really strange. So that's essentially why we went dark, um, to try and figure out what was going on and if it was safe to continue. So hopefully I haven't said everything twice or too many times. I apologize, but I'm just struggling to try and get this podcast done. It seems like something's trying to stop me. Something's setting off the dogs and stuff like that. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. We will catch you on the next one. You guys stay safe out there.